Hey, I'm not dead. I was just taking a break. And here's a quick one for you. I'm worried about the upcoming Hawkeye TV show, but probably not for the reasons you think. I've wanted to make this video a few times already. First, like when we first got word that the show was actually coming out, not just rumors. And secondly, when we got our first leaked set photos. But I held out for the trailer and I'm glad I did because there's a few new things to talk about. First of all, it's set during the holidays. Will this become a Christmas classic such as other famous holly jolly stories like Home Alone, Die Hard, and Iron Man 3? And we also learn how Clint's family factors in. Basically, he just shoves them in a car so he can have his own Disney Plus show? Respect, I do the same. And now onto my actual genuine concerns about the show, and I just want to say, right here, right now, it has nothing to do with the Hawkeye character in general. And I know how the current public sees Hawkeye, as in, it should have been him. In Endgame, when it was either Clint dying or Natasha dying, people were hell-bent on the fact that it should have been Clint Barton. Hawkeye, the Hawkeye this video is about. When a character has a wife, biological kids, and was trying to just have a nice happy life with his family, yet fans desperately want them dead, that speaks volumes because it means the fans hate that character, or just really love Nat, which I agree with. I'm saying it right now, Hawkeye has been seriously mistreated by the movies, by his screen time, and especially by Jeremy Renner. There are reasons people wish he died in Endgame, and although, personally, I blame his haircut. Like, what were you thinking, bro? But I'm also here to tell you that Hawkeye in the comics isn't hated. Hawkeye isn't a joke. Hawkeye is cool, like, actually really cool. He's clever and fun and is literally the heart of the Avengers. But in the movies, he's just this guy with a bow that shows up for maybe like 5 minutes, makes a couple of jokes, kicks some people. Yeah. One of the best comic books would be Matt Fraction's solo run on Hawkeye in 2014 that introduced Lucky the dog and heavily featured Kate Bishop as the second Hawkeye. Yeah, the Hawkeye show is adapting my favorite run with one of the least likable versions of the character. That's not good. It's just so off-putting for your favorite story to be adapted just with the least likable version of the character. That'd almost be like having a Deadpool and Spider-Man movie, but it's the Deadpool from Wolverine Origins. Or like seeing Christian Bale in Val Kilmer's Batsuit. Something's just off. I'm not looking forward to the MCU getting their hands on and adapting my favorite run of my favorite Avenger because they could so easily mess it up. Just like how they almost fumbled the ball with WandaVision in the end. Look, I really want to trust the MCU here, but they've never even tried doing Hawkeye or any of his stories justice, so I'm just worried that this hard left will turn into a crash. And if this show actually does well, then they'll trick me into enjoying Jeremy Renner for 6 hours. No hate to Jeremy Renner or anything, but like, okay, a little bit of hate. If you know anything about him and the social media scam he tried pulling a couple years ago, you know he's not the best guy. I just wish we could have had a good Hawkeye from the start. I wish I could go back in time and somehow recast and rewrite him to reflect the Hawkeye we all know and love. And maybe then this show wouldn't feel like such a complete 180. But I can't. So now we're just left waiting for Jeremy Renner and his next bad haircut. But to be fair, we are getting Lucky the Pizza Dog and Kate Bishop, so I mean there are things to look forward to. And I hate being the negative guy, which is weird because I started this I'm Worried series, but there are a lot of things to be excited about. Maybe this show will be good, and maybe it'll like sideline Jeremy Renner to finally just be with his family for good, and we'll get Kate Bishop as the main MCU Hawkeye. These are my worries and my hopes for Hawkeye. But what about you? Do you think it's gonna be great? Do you think it's gonna suck? Are you thinking, hey Meatball, maybe stop judging movies and shows before they've come out? You're completely right, but content. A quick explanation of where I've been. Life kind of just caught up to me. I was so frustrated with YouTube and how it's been treating me with removing my videos. I had to finish up work. I started my senior year of high school, which is super exciting, and honestly, I've just been focusing on other hobbies, but I do want to start making videos again, so please stay tuned for that.